guys, welcome to today's Patreon Q&A.
Hey everybody, I just kicked the camera.
Yeah. So like I wrote down the date that I started listing these questions, and it's the 5th, and today is the 16th. Okay, so let's get started.
It's about right.
Let's get started. So first question is from Randy S, and he wants to know, what would our strategy be to make it through 1 week as a have-not? Let's assume you're a have-not for the first week, and then you get a never-not pass. First of all, it'd be amazing to get a never-not pass in week 2. Hell yeah.
I'm for that.
Yeah. So what would your strategy be if you were a have-not the first week?
I don't think it would be a problem for me. I probably just wouldn't eat much.
I'll be super bummed out just like being a have-not the first week, especially.
I'd be more bummed out about like the showers and sleeping in a bumper car than I would be about the food. The food wouldn't bother me that much.
I think the food would bother me.
Wouldn't bother me that
Because
much.
I don't know if I could actually
Especially
eat.
if I got like baguettes or something.
But what if you didn't? What if there was no bonus food? Or at least like 2 meat items. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to eat the...
I could not eat the slop. No way, no how. Nope.
So I'd be eating a lot of pickles and stuff. But also, I mean, sometimes I feel like when they actually cook it and they put like cinnamon and stuff in
cookies.
I feel like I could handle that.
Because I can make vegan cookies. I don't need eggs or milk or butter or anything.
Yeah.
So, like, I could do that.
But just eating it
I
straight
could make
up
dog biscuits
would not happen. Okay. Yeah, so that's how we would handle that.
Yeah, the food wouldn't be a problem.
The cold showers, I would say you gotta lay out in the sun for a few minutes and get warm, and then
either that or I just like go in the pool all week. Hey, the washer just said.
You're gonna dive into the washing machine?
Yeah.
All right. But thanks for your question, Randy.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that. I paused it and it said, you know what?
You gonna pause that?
What?
The washing machine?
It is paused. It's emptying.
All right, next question is from Barley, the gluten detection service dog,
Oh my God,
and
that is
Robin.
So cool.
That is really cool.
I didn't know that you could have a service dog for that. That's amazing.
So Robin actually has 3 dogs. She's got an Irish Wolfhound named Candy.
Aw,
That's so funny. We had a Candy.
And
A terrier
I love
mix.
Irish Wolfhounds.
A little baby terrier mix named Sugar.
Sugar.
I see a theme going on here.
Yeah.
And then Barley, who is 10 months old. He's 75 pounds, a golden doodle.
I love golden doodles.
Yeah, and the picture that you sent was so cute.
Did it look like the picture that Granny had of Molly the golden doodle?
Sort of, yeah. Very
I love
similar.
that.
I guess they make really good service dogs.
I guess so.
So, I was going to say Barley. So, Robin and Barley want to know, how old are our dogs?
Well, Flash is going to be 12, right? And Lucy is going to be 3.
Yeah, so we have our senior citizen and our little baby.
And they get along so well together. They're
It was
like
rough at
besties.
first because...
for the first day.
No, I mean, for a while, because Lucy was very, very hyper.
Yeah.
And Flash was like, leave me alone. You're extra, girl. Get away. But she has calmed down significantly.
A lot. She's very chill now.
Yeah,
Very
so they
chill.
get along really well. Where did we get them?
All right. Flash, we got the weekend after her birthday.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was like the beginning of February. Wasn't it? Yeah.
I thought...
I
guess.
It was
I don't know.
a little bit after your birthday. And we went to the pet store.
They were having a...
Adopt-a-thon.
Yes.
And North Shore Animal League, which we've gotten almost all of our pets except for Verdell and Candy at over the years, was up there with a whole truckload of animals.
Aww.
So we showed up like 15 minutes before the end, and there was only a couple of pups left. And I can't believe nobody chose Puppy. He was so beautiful. So just as we got there, somebody else was getting there too, and they were like making a beeline for Puppy.
And we were like, no.
And Mark goes, you better get your ass over there and get that dog if that's the one you want, because there's people over here.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
So we ended up getting Puppy, and we kept thinking he was a girl because he was so pretty.
We were trying to think of names, and this was a total surprise to Kristen and Sean.
Right.
They weren't there. They didn't know we were getting a puppy.
They thought we were just going to Modell's to get some softball stuff.
Which we did end up doing after, too. But that was really fun.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, and then Lucy we got from North Shore as well, but she was actually at North Shore.
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we went down there on Christmas Eve.
We got up early in the morning. We drove down there because we're waiving the adoption fee for Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. And by the time we got there, all the dogs, again, had almost been gone. There was like slim pickings. And Maddie was crying her eyes out.
Oh, I was emotional. I can't think about it.
Emotional.
She was sitting in her cage, just like away, because she was so shy. And the guy was like, "Oh, this one, check her out."
No, he said, "Would you like to hold this
I was
one?"
like,
yes, I would.
and then I couldn't put her down. She was like this.
So I left Maddie with Lucy, because Lucy was basically like the first one that we saw.
Yeah.
And I walked around to see if, that's so cruel to do that though, isn't it? After we were already like seeing her to like, hey, is there any ones that I was better?
Like instantly attached to her. I could not get her.
We had constraints. We had to get a dog that would get along with Puppy.
Right.
So we couldn't get a dog that was like too hyper or too,
Yeah, and we wanted to get a puppy so we could train her to not be trained.
Yeah. So I walked around. They had it like a border collie, like a smooth coat border collie mix. Mm-hmm. But that dog was off the walls of that cage. And I was just like, Puppy is not going to stand for
Lucy
that.
was so like quiet and shy when we got her.
Yeah.
And then all hell broke loose.
Mark told us, he sent us with instructions because he couldn't get off. He was working. He sent us with instructions. I want a
boy dog,
border collie /
coat.
Aussie shepherd. Yeah. And we come home with
girl dog, smooth coat,
some sort of terrier.
We don't even know what Lucy is, but
I don't know. She's great.
She's a special girl.
She is. We love her.
Yeah. Puppy just said, "Girl, I love her."
Yeah. They don't do any tricks.
No, not really. Well, Flash can shake paws. They sit.
He doesn't even do that anymore.
They sit.
Flash doesn't sit anymore.
Well, he used to, but Lucy will still sit.
I tell him sit, and he's like,
"I don't do that anymore. Come on."
I'm retired.
Yeah.
All right. They are not vegan as well, although I was thinking about it when I went vegan because cats should not be vegan.
Okay.
Dogs have options. But Flash has been a meat eater for so long, I feel terrible saying, well, you're going to be vegan now.
He's really not going to sit for you then.
And Lucy still has a possibility of being vegan because we just found out at her last checkup that she has crystals in her bladder, in her urine. So I'm thinking possibly a vegan diet may help that. But while Flash is still around, it's probably not going to be a possibility because if she sees him getting meat, she's going to be like,
Yeah.
I want what he's having. Yeah.
You know when they make that like growling face?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh no. Okay. So thank you so much for your questions,
I loved your questions.
Robin and Barley.
I love talking about our pets. That's
yeah.
why.
All right. Next up, we've got Catherine B and her dad Henry.
Henry, hi.
Right. So they want to know what's our favorite month of the year. Henry loves the spring months.
Okay.
And Catherine loves October and August. October because it's fall. She loves fall. And Halloween. Lots of fun there. And then August is her birthday month.
Yeah.
Yes.
August. Or Sean says, Oscus.
Yeah, and it's the start of football, which Catherine loves.
Okay.
Good choices.
Very good choices.
What are your favorite months? What's your favorite month?
Well, I have to say, I can't just pick one month. I'm going to pick, like, the last week of December and the month of January. That's, like, my favorite time of the year. Can you guess why?
Oh, my God. I've heard it a million times. That's when she got married!
And when I met Daddy.
Yes.
I met Daddy on the 23rd of December. And my life completely changed from that day to now. And January also happens to be my birthday and your birthday. And it's always such a fun time. I always loved the snow when I was a kid. I love Christmas. I love New Year's. I love rebirth. So like January to me has always been like another chance.
Okay.
Second chance. 50th chance. Now what do you like?
Well, Even though my birthday's in January,
You don't like it.
not a huge fan. I'm sorry. The last couple of years especially, I cannot do winter anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so over it. I'm a warm weather person. I feel like a shell of myself in the winter now. I'm serious. I feel alive and truly like who I am in the summer months. That's me. So I would say my favorites are like June and July.
Okay.
June is just the beginning of summer. There's so much possibility. We're outside. We're having fun. Dance
Hiking.
recital.
Yeah, hiking.
Lots of stuff to look forward to in June.
But I do so love 50th Chance.
Okay. But thank you so much for your question, guys.
Awesome questions.
All right.
Evil Zank says,
This is a Big Brother question,
Yeah.
by the way.
who is worthy of the 500,000?
Well, we're only down to 3 now. When this question was asked, there were a lot more people
Well,
left
yeah.
in the house.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm not gonna pick anybody in particular. I'm just gonna focus on what does worthy mean.
I would like to see Paul win. But go ahead.
That's not what the question is.
I know, but I think that Paul is worthy of the 500,000.
When I hear who is worthy of the money, anybody who stayed in the house till the end, however they got there. I mean, everybody is away from their family. Everybody is sacrificing to be on the show because they pay dick. Let's be honest. You got to really want to be there to do it.
Okay. Here's my thing,
Everybody's
though.
strategy is different.
I'm going to put this to you. If you were on the jury, who would you vote for? Say it was a final 3 and you were voting
Definitely Paul.
between all of them. Okay.
Absolutely Paul, but that's not what the question is.
All right, but I'm saying if you were on the jury, who would you say is the most worthy of the 500,000? And you said Paul.
I would change that to who played the best game.
Okay.
Whose game do I respect the most? That's different than worthiness.
Well, I also had to pare down this question.
Okay. All right.
So it's not the exact wording.
Now we have some questions from Kenny D,
Okay.
and we're going to look it up on the iPad here. Hopefully we have a signal down here.
What's wrong?
Yeah, that was the
Oh, no! Okay.
The lie detector test said that was a lie.
Maybe you should cut this part out.
Why? It's so much fun.
All right. So we're going to read off Kenny D's questions. First of all, we did read all of your comments, and we went through the whole narrative,
did.
and then we ended up with these questions.
All right. Number one, Matt McConaughey. If Nicole and James had a pregame deal and it involves the winner paying off the other, what, if any, measures should production take to investigate it?
You know, this has come up in different seasons before, people talking about splitting the money. Maybe not necessarily coming in with a pre-game deal because that can only really happen when there are vets involved.
Right.
And I think a lot of times when they do bring vets back, they do talk before the season, and it's really fishy. But anyway.
Sketch. I don't like it.
Yeah, if we're focusing on the whole splitting the money thing, there are ways around it.
There are?
Yes, people buy each other gifts, but you can't be like, I'm giving you $20,000.
You can't buy somebody like a freaking $250,000 house as a gift.
Why not?
Because that is against the law. It's like there's all kinds of tax implications and, when trust.
Well, I mean, sometimes they'll be like, I'm going to give all the final 4 like $5,000 or whatever.
Okay.
So what if they bought everyone $5,000 worth of crap?
How
do you feel about
I don't
that?
care about $5,000 worth of stuff. I mean, that's nothing.
So you don't want like a straight split?
No.
That would be
No.
pretty messed up.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I do think the show should take measures to investigate it because I'm sure it's included in their contracts when they sign it that they should not be doing that.
Right.
So that is forfeiture of their contracts and they should get nothing.
Okay. If there is a pregame deal in place, isn't that unfair to the rest of the house guests?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
It is.
Because that's like, that's like double playing against you. That's like Davy and Goliath.
Maybe they shouldn't keep bringing people back. Maybe that's why it's good to have people who don't know each other,
That's
never
why
met before.
I don't like veterans on the show. mixed with newbies. It's not fair.
It does add a whole other level to the game because this person was on this person's season and blah, 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 you know?
They really never target the returners.
Some of them do.
Not really.
Yeah, they do. There's always like one or two people who are like, we have to get the vets out.
And then they never end up doing it.
Well, this season, Glenn was one of those people, and he was out before the game even started, so... Yeah.
Well, he wasn't voted out.
No, I know.
He was out because he sucked.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Question number 2.
Will Nicole, by weaseling her way into the final 2, ensure that a man will win BB18?
Well, just that so far.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I think that Nicole, she's played the game. Like, whether you respect what she's done or not, she's getting her way to the end here.
If Nicole makes her way into the final 2 and doesn't win, it's more likely because of double standards.
Well, I'll say this. I think if she's against Paul in the final 2 and she loses, fine. Like, that's fair.
Right.
If she is against James in the final 2 and she loses, to me that would be shady because I think that Nicole played a better game than James. Yes. You know, you could argue James didn't have any enemies, whatever. But personally, I like a game where people actually make moves and, you know,
she was trying to make moves, but every time she made a move, she got found out and she got screwed over. So she just
it wasn't enough to get rid of her.
Screw Corey and go through the rest of the game.
It wasn't enough to get her evicted.
That's true.
She was nominated once, so I think, you know, you can make an argument for her playing a really good game.
You could, but I think the reason why there isn't so many women winners is because, number one, cattiness amongst the house guests. Mm-hmm. And that cattiness is also fueled by the double standard of men and women.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
You did it, Nagayan?
Okay. And as this will add further misleading weight to the argument that a woman can never win Big Brother if she's sitting next to a man, do you buy this hypothesis or agree with me that if it happens again, it's still statistically irrelevant? Well, of course, like, it's not a huge sample here that we're picking from. If you look at, like, Big Brother Canada.
Yes.
Say, season 1, you got Jillian and you got Gary.
Gary should have won.
Gary was supposed to win that if the voting went the way that it should have. If you look at season 2.
Yes.
Say it was Netta in the finals with John instead of Sabrina.
She would have won.
She definitely would have won. I think so. But, again, that's only one situation. And I see way more situations where it's a guy and a girl and the guy wins. Mm-hmm. And it's not always...
Right.
fair in my eyes. I think a lot of times the girl does play a better game, but
it's society. Because even women would vote for the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't, help a sister out. They'd vote for the guy.
Well, I don't believe in just voting for a woman because she's a woman.
No, I don't believe in that either, but the women don't want to work together, generally.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is a much deeper problem than just, like, a woman not winning. you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's multi-layer.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Or is...
I think so.
Oh.
All right, guys.
You enjoyed this.
I hope some of that made sense. It can be very difficult to dissect Kenny's comments.
Yes. You know what, guys? Just let us know in the comments. I just want to know, do you think there's a double standard with men and women?
On Big Brother.
And in society?
That's a pretty big question.
Well,
it's pretty broad.
I mean, I think there is.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's a broad question. There's no way to answer that. In what context?
In terms of, like, getting equal pay and equal respect and...
Yeah.
There's a problem.
There's a problem.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Do you think there's a problem? All right. Till next time.
Much love.
Edit.